Hi, hello students. Welcome to SPR EduTech. Today we're gonna see about Hindu news analysis with me SPR. For 6th and 7th August, important Hindu analysis is provided for me. So and also here, if you are preparing for UPSC, this video is for you guys. I'll be providing a qualitative content and also the notes that is handwritten in an efficient format that will help you for your UPSC preparation. So kindly keep following, and also if you need the PDF of the content, you can visit the Telegram channel link provided in the description so that you will get the PDFs for free. So here recently in news, see here, East Bengal fighters away at advantage. Here Durand Cup. Here it speaks about the Durand Cup. We need to understand what is this Durand Cup. Here you can see 3 cups are portrayed over here. Why 3 cups are provided for the Durand Cup? Everything will be answered through this video and the content. See here, 132nd edition of the Durand Cup is been happening recently and now. So part of it, if you consider part of it, it is a Durand Cup is considered to be the Asia's oldest and also the world's third oldest football tournament held in our India. And also here, if you come to the content, so where it started in 1888 in a Shimla Army Cup. So it was started as a Army Cup, as a football tournament. So here during the 1888, British Indian Army troops have been participating in this Durand Cup. The first founder of this tournament is Sir Henry Mortimer Durand, so that it is named as a so-called Durand Cup. And also the winning person will be getting the 3 cups, which means the 3 trophies will be provided. What is it? So one is a Durand Cup, which is a rolling trophy provided to them. Another is Shimla trophy, which was provided by the residents of Shimla in 1904. From then it is provided as a rolling cup. And next one more thing is President Cup, which is in 1956, and it is the first president of India, Rajendra Prasad, has provided this cup. So this is how the Durand Cup is connected and the provisions related to it. So and also for actually my 1-year kid is roaming over here and disturbing regularly. This happens when you have a kid in the home. So next article speaks about PM launches a revamping of 508 Amrit Bharat station. Now we need to know what is this Amrit Bharat station scheme. ABSS we call it as. The scheme was launched during the February 2023, part of the Ministry of Railways. So here it is a part of redevelopment of the railway station for the long term. They are planning about 1309 stations to be developed. And also here, why they are planning this? Here it is we know that railways is a better transport for every rural Indians and also every common man and middle class Indians. And also here, to build the quality transport infrastructure, we need to have a quality railway stations. That is what a part of it done here. And also if you are developing a better infrastructure, then you can safeguard the passenger. So that only this infrastructure development program of Amrit Bharat station scheme is being implemented. And also here we are modernizing our railways, and also we are creating a Naya Bharat. So we are creating a new India with a well-versed qualitative development. And also here, what is the objective of this scheme? The main objective of the scheme is to provide the essential facilities required for the railways. So roof plazas, new amenities. What is the new amenities? Waiting halls, toilets, lifts, escalators, Wi-Fi, cleanliness, and one station, one product. In a particular regions or some regions, there is a product that is to be very famous. That stalls to be established in the railways. That is what one station, one product. And also here, information system for the so-called people or those who are the travelers, passengers. A proper information system can help them for the proper access to the so-called railways. And next, if you come to the other article, here we're gonna discuss about. So here, Madhya Pradesh strategy for tigers can help cheetahs. So here, what is this Madhya Pradesh strategy? You'll be understanding active prey management. What is its importance and about it. So first of all, we need to understand what is the Madhya Pradesh tiger population success rate and why it is successful. Here, the Madhya Pradesh tiger population has been a very successful, which means here 50% increase in the population of the tiger population has been seen in Madhya Pradesh. In 2022 census, tiger census, now Madhya Pradesh has a 785 tigers in a total. And also here, how they got to be successful? They got to be successful because of the active prey management plans. What is it? I will tell you later. Here, so it had created, so active prey management system means it is creating the balance between the predator and the prey. So here, when you are creating a balance between the predator and prey, automatically the population of the tiger has been increasing. So in India, overall 53 tiger reserves are there. In Madhya Pradesh, there are 6 tiger reserves. So here, most of them are not that much highly populated, but the work that they had done successfully had made more populated and more successful in certain so-called tiger reserves. And next, what is the method they had followed? The Madhya Pradesh government has followed the active prey management. What is this active prey management? So here, active prey management is a slow and steady process of increasing the population of the so-called this predator or the tiger. So here, they will identify the abundance of the prey regions wherever the prey means what, goats and other animals, domestic herbivorous animals which are prey to the so-called tigers. They will calculate and identify the regions where a high amount of prey are there, and then they move some to the low prey density zones. After moving, they will be creating a balance and they introduce the predator, so that slowly the population will create a balance and they increase. That is what they are following. And now the same they are planning to apply for the cheetah for the successful. Why they need to apply for the cheetah? Actually, Madhya Pradesh government and Indian government has introduced in Madhya Pradesh Kuno National Park 20 number of so-called cheetahs. Those are from Africa. African cheetahs are introduced. Among them, 6 had died in recent times only. So here, the experts say that you need to follow the active prey management for the solution to this cheetah conservation. That is what the article speaks about, and that is what the conclusion of the news. And next, so here other things you need to understand one thing. Recent times, let me tell you a story of it. Actually, in my childhood, even 5 years back, not childhood, 5 years back, I had seen this incident. A farmer had thrown a lorry full of tomatoes on the streets. He didn't even sell it to the market. Why? Because there is no profit for him and it's in a loss stage. So that he completely destroyed the production itself. But now you can see the tomato cost is such a high that farmers earned in 1 month itself he earned 2 crores. So here even one thing, the rise in price, someone will suffer. The fall in price, someone will suffer. So automatically it has a drastic impact. Similarly, here India is having a sugar surplus and now it is leading it to the crisis. Why? We have a more production but we are in crisis. What is the crisis? We'll understand. So here in India, you can see here 2021-2022 in the financial year, you can see here world's topmost sugar produced country is India. Why? It had overtook the Brazil and become the topmost sugar producer of the world. And also here why? It is because of the over cultivation of the sugarcane in India. And we have sugar surplus, so here we are concentrating on the high export of the sugar. So and also here, what is the negative impact of it? Because of the more sugar cultivation, we are having a negative impact on the groundwater. How? We shall understand that. So here, why excess sugar production? We need to understand why we are having excess sugar production. The reason is that because government is creating a policy and subsidies that is favoring the farmers and encouraging them to cultivate more sugarcane, because they are providing fair and remunerative prices to the farmers through this scheme, FRP scheme. They are providing a fair and remunerative prices. So always farmers are guaranteed profit and they don't go into the losses. If they are not going to losses, more people concentrate on this type of farming and this agriculture activity. So and also here, world's largest consumer of the sugar is India. So here India has a huge demand. To fulfill the demands also, more farmers concentrate on this sugarcane cultivation. And also high export, we are concentrating on more export, because to promote the export, government is providing export subsidies. So these are all the things that had favored farmers to have excess sugarcane cultivation, and we are having a excess sugarcane production in India. What can be the impact of it? If we come to the impacts, groundwater. So sugarcane cultivation will utilize a more amount of groundwater. If it is utilizing more amount of groundwater, more groundwater will be depleted. So here we have inadequate rainfall. We are depending on relying on a groundwater. When you are relying on groundwater and more utilization of groundwater utilizing crops we are cultivating, then the ground reservoirs will be lost. Obviously there will be immense stress on the so-called our water, which means groundwater reservoirs. So this will lead to the droughts and water scarcity in upcoming days. So and also this is a great loss to our environment and also farmers' livelihood, because by just cultivating sugar they cannot live. No other crops they need to cultivate, but if you are exploiting more water, then other crops would not survive for the long run. So it will create an unsustainable growth, which is very very dangerous to the next generation. So we need to adopt the better methods to resolve this. What are all the solutions we need to adapt to it? So for the solutions categories, if you see here, we need to diversify our crops, and also government need to support through the policy framework for the farmers to diversify their crops, and also here sustainable methods should be followed. followed. So here we are using a so-called flood irrigation method. More water is being utilized, so we need to convert from flood irrigation method to the drip irrigation method, which can save up to 70% of your water resources. And also here better water management like rainwater harvesting, canal irrigation and other public awareness and sustainable water management can improve your water utilization and can create a better platform for our so-called farmers and our we can overcome this crisis. And next here, if you come to this current affairs, this is the at another current affairs. The Meta company, which is the parent company of the Facebook, they had a blocked Canada's access to news reports. What is this news article discuss about? See here, Canada's Online News Act has been passed recently. This is a relationship between two things. That is, one is tech giants or online giants. That is our digital media. That is what tech giants Google and Meta, which are taking out their space in the international scenario. And other thing is it is creating a balance between the news publishers. We know previous days we publish news through print media and other media, but now more digital media, Google, Meta, Facebook, Instagram, everything are taking its space, and they are utilizing the data from the news publishers that is being circulated in the digital medium. To create a control over it, the Canada government introduced Online News Act. What is the Online News Act? So here digital platforms which are providing news. So to provide news, they need to negotiate with the Canadian News Organization. So here Canadian News Organization is an organization of news publishers. They need to consult them, which means digital platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Meta, Google, everybody need to consult and negotiate with the Canadian News Organization to use their news material. And also here, if they are earning a good amount of money, minimum contribution should be done to this organization, and government can also create a limit over the news contents that is being circulated in the digital media or social media. And why this act has been come into force, from where they had inspired? This is inspired from the Australia 2021 act, that is, and also the legal methods that they had made, that is a news media digital platform mandatory bargaining code that is made through the Australia, and many other countries, European Union, are showing interest towards it. And also why this act is necessary, because nowadays readers are shifting to the most of the online platforms, and also here the print media is the only source or only revenue is through this so-called news. So here if the revenue is lost, this platform will be lost. So that only we need to put some restrictions on this social media so that it can safeguard the print media's lifeline. And next, another article here, we can see here 5% of the birds in India are endemic, says the Zoological Survey of India. So you need to understand what is the Zoological Survey of India, and you need to understand what is the news over here. First, let me take you to the background. Zoological Survey of India is a part of our importance zoo, which means they are taking documenting the fauna of India. The main purpose of it is to document the fauna of India. The Indian fauna will be documented. So they will be taking the information of vertebrates and invertebrates in the nation. And next here if you come, it is established in 1916 in Kolkata. And next, if you study over here, Zoological Survey of India is studying on working on biodiversity and also on the taxonomical research in the India. It works under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. And how it started, initial days, 1875, Indian Museum, Kolkata, has its own so-called section called Zoological Section. Part of that section only this Zoological Survey of India established. And next, now it is functioning under the National Biodiversity Act 2002. And here the Zoological Survey of India will release a book called Red Data Book of India. This book was first published in 1983, and now what it will be having, so recent edition is 2018, and it will be having the information of the threatened and endangered species of fauna in India. Now let me come to the present day news. Today in news it is present because see here 108th Foundation Day of Zoological Survey of India is celebrated, and part of it there is a book published that is called as the 75 Endemic Birds of India. So you need to understand what is endemic. Endemic means which animals or bird that is restricted to the zone only. It will be found only in a particular area. That is what called as the endemism. So in India, if you consider, there are 1353 bird species present in India, and which means which contribute to the global bird diversity. We are contributing about 12.4% of the species. And also here among them 78 which means a 5% are endemic. Endemic means what? They are present only in India. But here the book released only 75. Why? Because the reason is here the 3 species are not cited in the recent decades. Manipur bush quail, which is endangered announced under the IUCN, is last seen in 1907 in India. Himalayan quail is a critical endangered according to IUCN, was last seen in 1876. And next, Jedons a corsair has been last seen in 2009 and never spotted in India. This is the reason we are studying this content. So here, so that only we had published this 75 endemic birds of the India. This article will help you in essay writing, mains writing and other things. So kindly guys, when you're coming across the facts, when you come across the subject also, make it simple notes. I'm providing the simple notes. Even you have an online digital content and many other media, this will make you better quality in learning. Only one thing I request you is here, this is a small channel guys. Only when you support, when it grows and when it reaches to the maximum number of people, I can sustain this quality, which means I can sustain this content. Otherwise we cannot go on through this purpose. So guys, hope this is helpful. For more videos, kindly like, share and subscribe. This has been SPR signing off. Have a nice day. If you want the PDF will be available in the Telegram channel. You can kindly follow in the description which is provided. Bye bye, take care, have a nice day.